Good morning, Texoma, and thanks for joining us. I'm Ashley Fitzwater, and this morning we're taking an inside look at the Wichita Falls Fire Department and also Midwestern State University and the role that they're playing in making an annual event a success. Now, we are actually coming up on October, and that's a time of the year where a lot of attention, of course, is focused on breast cancer awareness, and one way that's done is through the color pink. So they have their pink on right now to talk about the annual event, as we mentioned. Joining me now with the latest is firefighter Garrett Coleman, also firefighter Scotty Freeland, and Jackie Hager. She is with Hager Communications, and she is also an adjunct professor for senior marketing at Midwestern State University. And before we really get into the history of this annual event and firefighters care and wear pink, I know you probably heard of it before. I would like to just, Jackie, start with you and talk a little bit about your role with wearing pink this year.
That's right. You know, there's a senior marketing class called Promotions Management at the Dillard College of Business at Midwestern State. And I've had the wonderful opportunity of teaching it the last 4 years. It's sponsored by the Red River Best Chevy dealers. And every year, these senior marketing students tackle a live living project, and they get to help launch something. So this year we're taking a different angle to it, and we've decided to team up with the firefighters, the Wichita Falls Professional Firefighters Association, and help them into marketing and promoting their annual pink t-shirts.
I love it. And this is such a big event. You know, it's something that people get excited about. Jackie was telling us earlier, she knows a lot of women who collect the t-shirts every single year. But, you know, just kind of starting with you, Scotty, you've been with the department, you told me, about 15 years. So this is something you've taken part in this will be the 5th year, so you've taken part in every year. What does this mean for the department?
Well, care enough to wear pink is what we call it. It's a way for us to get involved with the community and help. Breast cancer affects so many women and so many families. So many of us have families affected by it, so that gives us a way to help and give back.
Last year was actually our record-setting year, and raised a little over $15,000, and all that money goes back into the Susan G. Komen Fund. And you know, with every year, it doesn't matter what you're doing, you want to get better and better.
Yeah.
And you know, that's the goal of this year. Is, you know, we do everything we can for the community and to help out with that fund and breast cancer awareness, and to show our support for the people that, you know, have been affected by it.
And I love it because you're doing this by not only wearing pink and reminding folks out there about breast cancer and really the seriousness of helping to give and raise awareness and raise money to find a cure, but also by selling the t-shirts that you're wearing.
We sell them at Station 1 and Station 8, which is one's at 1005 Bluff and 8's at 2000 Southwest Parkway. You can contact any firefighter that you happen to know.
I understand you have the new t-shirts in, and the logo's ready to go, and you can take a look at that right now, Texoma. And another one to add to the collection if you do, or this is going to be a great one to start your collection if you do not have one. Can you share a little bit about the history of this and how it even got started?
We answered a challenge by the City of Tyler firefighters. They have a pink fire truck that they drive around to conventions, and they challenged other cities or other fire departments to partake in it. And that's how we first got started in it. And now most major cities throughout the country are involved in it.
Can you tell me, when do you wear the pink shirts? Is it every day throughout the month of October, or is it set days?
We have set days. Each shift wears them 3 different times, which comes out to 9 days.
Wow. What does this mean personally? Does it have an effect on you?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, I know several people that have been affected by this, and to be a part of association and be a part of something that does give back and helps out with, you know, with the problem, and I mean, it means a lot. It's something that I'm proud to be a part of.
And before I do get too far ahead of myself, I know we keep saying, you know, the Wichita Falls Fire Department, but this is the association. So in case people are not quite clear what that means, can you explain to us?
The association is the firefighters themselves. We have an association, and that's who's actually putting this on and involved. Now, the city and the fire department themselves are very helpful in allowing us to do this on the job and everything else. But as far as the association that we keep mentioning, that's the firefighters.
I know that MSU is going to be teaming up with you guys this year, and their goal is to take this to the next level. What was your first thought whenever you heard, hey, we're going to get a little bit of help?
I hope we get enough T-shirts. That's what my thought was.
It's something amazing, to think we're going to go from selling 2 or 3 at a time to possibly a whole lot at one time.
Selling in bulk, I mean, that'd be great. I mean, every bit of it helps, and when you get a company or I guess it'd be a company or a business that come in and buy a group, buy T-shirts for their entire staff, and say, hey, let's wear these all the same day, things like that. I mean, yeah, that's awesome. It'd be great. See everybody out there wearing pink for the month of October. So.
Now, this is your first year to actually take part in this, correct?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct. So I'm excited to see how it all works and to be a part of it, and to, I guess, get the inside scoop on how it all affects and goes to the funds that it's supposed to go to. That's really cool and neat to me.
And I'm sure it's got to mean something too for a cause that's near and dear to you, and of course the department, to see everybody in the community jump on board, and take part in it.
Yes, ma'am.
That's pretty awesome. Well, Jackie, I know we're going to get into a little bit more of exactly what your goal is, but he did talk about entire staff wearing this. That's your goal, right? I mean, to have not just one person wear it, but a whole group of people.
Right. We're challenging local businesses, even small mom and pop local businesses, to purchase enough for their whole staff and choose a day that you're going to wear them so that we can show up and deliver those T-shirts and take a group photo. And we support these firefighters. And, just the logo on the left side of this shirt, the Wichita Falls Firefighters Association. It's such a great cause, and it's such a great event that they do every year. And it teaches these students corporate social responsibility, that when they get out into the working world, there should be a huge volunteerism side to them, even in the workforce. So this is really a live living laboratory marketing class for them. It better prepares them, and it allows us to team up with such a worthy organization and give back to the city.
Absolutely. Thanks again for all that you do for our community. We need to take another quick break, and we'll be right back with much more on Inside Texoma. Welcome back to Inside Texoma. Once again, we have been talking about the Wichita Falls Fire Department and Care Enough to Wear Pink, the campaign that kicks off October 1st. It's all about the pink T-shirts, and this is actually a behind-the-scenes look at who is pushing hard to make sure that your entire office, or maybe your church group or ladies group or whatever it may be, is wearing those pink T-shirts proudly. So joining me now with the very latest from Midwestern State University, 2 senior marketing students, Sarah Johnson and also Samantha McNorton, and once again, Jackie Hager with Hager Communications. She is also, as we mentioned earlier, the professor for this class. So this is so exciting. It's a promotions management. That's the name of the class. And I love this. There's 24 students, and every year they come up with a different project, a way to basically give back to the community, Jackie, right? And really just teaching marketing and what all goes behind making it happen.
We do. It's like a real live class. It's sponsored by the Red River Best Chevy dealers, and they issue a challenge to this class. So we'll be launching and help making the new 2014 Silverado truck out into the community. But as we're sitting around the table, we're thinking, how do we take a fire engine red truck and bring it out to the community? And the word fire engine stuck with us, which hence came the word firefighter, which hence came the idea of, why don't we team up with the firefighters? Wow. So investigating the two major projects that this association does, the Firefighters Association, we know that they handle the pink t-shirt and we know that they handle Operation Santa Claus. So this class has decided to embrace for the month of October, helping them raise the awareness of the firefighters' pink t-shirt.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now, if you can each just kind of tell me, what were your thoughts whenever she first stood up there and told you, this is going to be our project? And, what went through your mind? Is this something you immediately jumped on board? Did it take a minute to kind of embrace it?
Well, there's 1 in 8 women affected by breast cancer, so we all know someone who was probably affected by breast cancer, so I think it all kind of touched our hearts at first. But then it was so exciting to be able to pair up with the firefighters and help the community.
Well, like most people, my aunt had breast cancer. She's a survivor. And but along with that, we all know firemen, and that's what hit my heart, was helping the firemen.
What about for you? Is there a personal story with you as well? I mean, you just told us 1 in 8, and it really is amazing that so many people have a connection.
Right. My aunt also had breast cancer, and she is a survivor, but, kind of struggling. But it's, it's close to your heart. It hits home. It makes you think that, let's get a cure for this and let's do everything we can to help.
And I love how she also said, going back to those firefighters, it is kind of a double effort here, huh? I mean, you're not only helping those and, of course, raising that awareness of breast cancer, but also supporting true heroes right here in our community. I know that they actually came in to your class and spoke to you about their cause and why it's important to them. What did you take away from that?
I believe it was Chris was telling us that he knows someone that was affected by breast cancer, but he said he wanted to know more about the research. He wanted to be able to help with the research to kick cancer, and that's what hit me when he was in class talking to us, is, we can do this. We can kick cancer.
I love it. So a lot of motivation. Everybody, it sounds like, is really on board. You said there are also guys in your class, and they're even on board, right?
Right. The guys are very excited, so it's great to see that we can, both genders can be so excited about something that affects both men and women.
Yeah, and it does. That's an important thing. Sometimes I think we do leave them out, but it really does affect both. And, of course, families as well. Going back to the class and what it is that your goal is here, walk us through the process of what's next for you.
We're going to sell shirts at homecoming, so if y'all go to Midwestern's homecoming, you'll see pink shirts everywhere. And then Family Day is October 5th, and we'll be set up there selling shirts as well.
And then you're actually, although you're going to be selling to individuals because that's the way it's been done, we heard in the last block a little bit from Jackie how you're going to be targeting businesses, right? Can you share why that's such an important goal?
Well, we're excited to sell one shirt, but we want businesses to make their whole staff wear pink and be part of the, selling the pink shirts and wearing the pink shirts. And so selling, 20 shirts is so exciting, and it's going for such a great cause to, a whole business is supporting not only our community, but breast cancer.
And also raising more money quickly, right? I mean,
Yes.
getting those numbers up, which is what you want to do.
Yes.
We actually teamed up with Johnny Carino's and Cavender's today.
Oh, wow.
So we'll be able to buy T-shirts at either one, and they're joining in on our adventure this semester.
I love this. And I love how, this is a marketing class, but, man, they are going to be catering to you, Texhoma, because they can call you, right? And what's going to happen if they call you and request, let's say, 20, 25 shirts?
We're going to bring them the shirts and deliver the shirts whatever day they want, and then we can also start, taking pictures, post them on our Red River Best Chevy Dealers Facebook page and the Hager Communications Facebook page. So to show your support for the community.
I love it. Just really one more way you're making this easy on Texhoma. And Jackie, what do they need to do? I mean, is there someone they need to contact or call?
You bet. You can go to the fire station on Southwest Parkway or downtown, and you can always pick up a T-shirt there. Or you can call 692-7999 and order however many you want in the sizes, because they come small through XXX. In size. It is a unisex T-shirt, so it's great to work out in, walk in, run errands with. We've got women already calling because they collect them year after year, but we'll deliver them to your office. Ashley, they're $15 a piece. But I think what really affected us the most in class was that the Firefighters Association gives 100% of the profit to the Susan G. Komen. They don't keep any of those funds or tuck those funds away. They give it all right back. So I think that really impressed us too. We'd love to be able to take those photos and get them all over social media that you support the Firefighters Association. and that you can help these future marketers, these MSU students. This is the next generation of marketers out there in the big world.
That's right. I mean, this is a life experience. So what are you hoping to personally take away from this? Because this is all about your future and what you're about to walk out the doors and start doing, right?
Right. You know, we're hoping to get the most benefit out of this class and learn as much as we can from Jackie and from all the different kinds of marketing that we will be using, you know, in our careers one day.
And there's a lot of different avenues involved in this, correct? I mean, you talked a lot about the social side, the social networking side of this. How are other ways that you're taking that marketing experience in this project and putting it to use?
We're doing newspaper and TVs and radio and working through the social media just to learn how to promote different things as the T-shirt to, you know, market them better.
I love it. What about for you? I mean, personally, you know, as we mentioned, you're going to be graduating soon. I know that's exciting. Yes. Anything that you're going to really take away or you're hoping to take away from this project to help you in your future?
It's like we said earlier, first I want to thank Red River Best Chevy Dealers for the opportunity, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have this class. But to be able to go out and talk to different businesses, or to be here on the TV or the radio or whatever we're doing, we're just learning, not just reading our textbook and taking a test. This is our test. How many shirts can we sell?
Yeah.
Can we get the Silverado, the new Silverado out? Can we market that? So it's exciting to be able to actually work.
I love it. Sounds like a very fun class, doesn't it? And it's really all about the community again. You know, we say that time and time again, I know here on Inside Texoma, how amazing our community is. And I love that even a senior marketing class is stepping up and finding ways to give back to our community. Is this home for either one of you? I mean, does this just really hit home as far as I'm giving back to where I live?
As soon as Jackie said we were joining with the firefighters, I was on board. I almost jumped up screaming, let's do it. So yes, I'm excited.
Coming from being raised in Wichita Falls, to know that I can help my community, but I'm also learning and to help such a great cause, and the firefighters. Everybody loves the firefighters.
Well, absolutely. Our heroes here in our community. Jackie, anything else you can tell us about these students and what they're going to be doing, you know, to really take the most they can away from this class?
That's right. Besides the pink T-shirt, they're really embracing several projects. First of all, they're getting to know each other and deciding what each one of their talents are as they come to their groups. It's teamwork, and nobody wants to be the weak link in a team. So they learn to work in those settings so that when they go out to the workforce, they're more equipped.
Yeah.
And number two, they learn that corporate social responsibility and giving back. And then number three, we learn about all forms of marketing. So we're just blessed that this Dillard College of Business at Midwestern State has so much to offer these students, and how we can get the community and the university, hence Communiversity, involved together as a group project.
Absolutely. Well, we are excited to hear about this. I know the goal is to get this all done and wrapped up October 31st, right? That's your last day to buy your T-shirt, wear it proudly, wear pink, and get out there and support not only our firefighters, but also the future leaders here in Wichita Falls and in Texoma. And you can do that again by calling the number on your screen. We really appreciate you taking time to be here today and giving us an inside look to this class too. It's very exciting. We need to take another quick break, but we will be right back with much more on Inside Texoma. Welcome back to Inside Texoma. Once again, we have been taking an inside look at the Care Enough to Wear Pink campaign with Wichita Falls Fire Department and, of course, the MSU marketing class that has teamed up to make this happen. Jackie, I just love this. I love this campaign. I love that it is a win-win. We were talking about that in the break, and it's just a win-win really for everyone, for this class, these students, and our city. And kind of taking another look at the shirts, we want to show off this design. It is very cool, and If you can kind of point out the different details that you were telling me about, I love it.
Well, the front of the shirt on the top left obviously has the Wichita Falls Firefighters Association logo. And these guys take really great pride in redesigning this t-shirt every year. And we always love to see what they come up with. But the back is a very important piece of real estate on this t-shirt because it's going to say Wichita Falls Fire Rescue. And as you know, that's what our firefighters do. They give up their lives and in the danger zone, and they're out rescuing. But if you'll look at the back, they've even captured the pink ribbon in the shape of a firefighter hose. So it's just great how they've really come up with a fresh new design this year.
And they do it themselves. I didn't know that. That is very cool.
They do, and they even have them printed locally because they love to support local business. So it's not like they're shipped them from way off. I mean, they are designed locally. They are printed in Texoma, and then they're sold right here in our city.
Wow, that is very cool. Just another reason. It's like one more reason to keep supporting this. It just keeps coming up. Something else that you were telling me about was the association in of itself. And, they are separate from the department. But you said the support they get from the city is just really incredible in making all these things a success that they do.
Yeah, just to hear Bobby Whiteley, president of the Firefighters Association, talk about how much the city embraces the association and allows them to tackle these great projects such as Fill the Boot, and then, of course, the pink T-shirt, Operation Santa Claus. They make hundreds of thousands of dollars that pour right back into this community. So we are blessed to have these firefighters in this association in this town.
We really are. And it's so neat to see this. Again, $15 a shirt.
Yes.
We're hoping to take that a little bit above just spending $15. But, every little bit helps. It's going a long way in making this happen. But, Jackie, the challenge, if you can just remind Texoma what the challenge is again.
The challenge is to sell as many T-shirts to have a record year. You can buy them at the fire station on Southwest Parkway or the fire station downtown, or you can call us because we're going to deliver them to your office.
I love that.
We would love for your entire team to be supporting these firefighters and these MSU students that are working so hard to get out into the big world. And we can bring them to your office and pick up the check. It's a tax-deductible check. You're going to make the check out to the Firefighters Association at $15 a piece, sizes small through XXX.
I love it. It's so neat. Well, Jackie, thanks again for taking time to be here today. And thank you, Texoma, for joining us this morning. As always, we hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see you back here next Sunday morning for another look inside Texoma.